Hi, welcome back to Like a Therapist. Today we're going to talk about the very uncomfortable subject of morality. I'm going to keep it very simple down to just the basic right and wrongs, um, so that I don't judge into or go into any area that would appear to be judgmental. Okay, because each of us are responsibility for our own or have responsibility for our own decisions, and obviously, many people struggle with their own immorality, believe it or not, what they consider immorality, the difference between right and wrong. They may be, like I have been in the past, maybe what they even consider less than immoral. Now, here's where we're going with this. First of all, it's very important for us to have a clear conscience, for us to really, really, really be completely happy. There's no way, I don't think, anyway, I preface everything in saying I don't think. It's my opinion that there's just really a hard row to toe or hard, whatever. Anyway, it's very difficult if we don't have a clear conscience, if we don't even feel good about ourselves to extend that. It just creates confusion. It creates confusion. Okay, so that's the main importance of trying to make the best decisions we can and literally keeping our conscience clear. If there's something that we're doing that we feel the least bit uncomfortable about, or we fear in some way that it's not going to take us over into the supposed heavens or wherever we're going in the hereafter, if we are, and I've said it before, if almost every single culture believes there's an ever after, there probably is. Okay, so I'm a firm believer that there is, and I don't want to take the chance that there isn't. Okay, all right, so clear conscience, that is so important to everybody. I do have advice on how to stop that mind of a person ticking as much, because literally what we think most about is literally what we end up acting on. So be it good or be it quote bad, whatever we think on most is what we eventually do. So really just, and even I guess this could pertain to almost every addiction, from drugs, alcohol, work, sex, or any addiction whatsoever, because my advice and how I was able to free myself and to clear my conscience completely was to actually focus on at least thinking less. Like, for instance, most addictions have overwhelming chemical um, things that they do to our bodies. That's why it's so hard. Even sex. People don't look at that like it's a drug, but it's worse than a drug according to statistics. So we need to, if we want to clear our conscience, or at least try. And, that's what I feel like the divine looks at, is someone who's really trying to overcome whatever is needing to be overcome. Somebody really trying. So what I would do, if say I would think 80% of the time of the day I wanted to go drink or worse, then I would stop thinking. I would say, oh, no, 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 don't think about that. I had it on my refrigerator, stop thinking as much. And so I would go do something immediately to refill my mind. I would literally crochet. I don't get on the internet much because there's a lot of, I'm going to give a video on that later. Um, no, no, I don't do that. That's not only, it's dangerous in a sense. I only use it for work, period. I keep it clean. Um, I then did, okay, now with other things in my life, like being a workaholic, what have you, and with other people I know with sex or whatever. Um, for instance, many people really are addicted to pornography. This is an uncomfortable subject for some of those out there. But I would say, okay, then if you turn on the computer, say 2 hours out of the day, you are really taking away from the quality of your life, if that makes you feel bad, right? And if you're really wanting to quit 2 hours a day, that's 14 hours a week that we could almost build a business with that time, right? So giving them the advantages, telling them what they can do with the time first will be a little bit of a motivator. And then secondly, just telling them don't feel bad about it when you do get on and that overwhelming chemical thing takes over and you can't stop. Just try every single time to stop, and you will stop. Sometimes say, oh, I want to get on there so bad, or I want to do this so bad. Maybe just literally go outside for a second. Gosh, I don't know, do anything at all. I always tell this story, but my mom told me years ago, when you want to control your thoughts and therefore your actions, clean your kitchen, cat, clean out your drawers, clean anything. And I tease a lot that I used to have the cleanest kitchen of anybody I knew. So, and it does work though, it really does. So what will happen then is it will become less of a habit. Okay, so say you've tampered it down from 100% of your time being spent, and that's unrealistic, but 100% of your time being spent on a certain, what you consider something that messes with your conscience. Okay, that's never good. Okay, first of all, recognize that. And then you've tampered it down to 80%. Then you're working with that 80% back to make it, to make it go down. So 80% of the time and then it goes down to 50, then it goes down to 40. And then you really feel like you have some control over this, right? Eventually you're going to give it up if it's really harmed your conscience in some way. Maybe you can do something more in moderation that wouldn't harm your conscience, but it is definitely important to be at least aware. Judging other people's immorality is absolutely, in my opinion, I can't even find the word, obtuse, maybe. It's just icky. It's just wrong. I mean, it's obvious when we feel uncomfortable around somebody if we want to guard our association from that person, but we never want to judge them. I've guarded my associations from practically everybody for one reason or another. And it's just smart to be that way. We really want to be that way. We don't want anybody around us to give us their energy or their thoughts on our immorality, because usually they're wrong thoughts. They're selfish thoughts. They're like, do what you want to do, be what you want to be, live your best life. Oh, that's so cool, or whatever, or wow, icky. Anyway, we never want to be told it's okay when our conscience really doesn't feel it's okay. Maybe it's okay to express ourselves in a certain way. I know certain drugs are definitely used for medicine in a way to, and that's a controversial subject too. Just so many things that we can and should do the healthiest ways that we can and should do to relieve our conscience so that we don't feel bad and then spread that bad energy to others either. Now, if the whole world would do these things, it would be perfect. I always say, yeah, right. All right, enjoy yourself, enjoy your friends, enjoy this beautiful earth out there. I have had to learn how to enjoy the actual, literal, physical earth more because there's a lot of good energy from it. Because guess what? The earth isn't people. Just kidding. All right, thank you and have a good day.